Hi friends, in this session we discuss about the characteristics of pin diode. What is full form of pin diode? So the full form of pin diode is P is indicated P region, I is indicated intrinsic semiconductor, N is indicate N-type materials. You know that P-type and N-type materials are known as extrinsic semiconductor. So pin between P region and region intrinsic semiconductor layer is exist. Now coming to introduction to pin diode. Pin diode was invented by Junichi Nishizawa in 1950. Pin diode has high resistance and low capacitance character and high reverse breakdown voltage. It has charge carrier storage. It has variable resistance character. Pin diode made up of the three layers like P type, N type, and intrinsic. Pin diode symbol is there. This is a symbol of universal symbol of pin diode. They have two terminals. One is anode, one is a cathode. Anode is a P type material, cathode is a N type material. The anode terminal, one of the horizontal line is exist. This is compare. This is compare with the PN junction diode. Just horizontal line is indicated instead of the anode terminals. Okay, and another symmetric diagram is there. P type material, N type material between the I is exist, and also D is indicated diffusion layer that is already formed between the intrinsic layer and N type material also. Now coming to the definition of pin diode. The diode in which intrinsic layer of high resistivity is sandwiched between the P side and N side of semiconductor. The material such type of diode is called pin diode. Diode structures and constructions. The pin diode consists of P region and N region which is separated by intrinsic semiconductor. In P region, holes are majority charge carriers and electrons are minority charge carriers. In case of N region, electrons are majority charge carriers and holes are minority charge carriers. At a no biasing condition, depletion layer is formed between I region and N region. Now the diagram is explained the structure of the pin diode, that is a P, I and N. Between I and N, D is indicated diffusion layer. Just now explained about the structure of the pin also. So working principle. The working of pin diode is similar to the normal diode. When a diode is unbiased condition, their charge carriers will be diffuse. The word diffuse means the charge carriers of diffusion region move to their regions. The process of diffusion occurs continue until the charges become equilibrium in the depletion region. Now coming to connections. First we are connected as a forward biasing condition. When a diode is kept in a forward bias, what is the forward bias? The positive terminal of the positive terminal of the battery is directly connected to the P region, and the negative terminal of the battery is directly connected to the N region, is known as a forward biasing. The width of the diffusion layer is gradually decreasing. So the charge continuously injected into I region from N and P region also. So due to forward biasing condition, the diffusion layer is vanishes. So this is the reduced forward bias resistance of the diode, and it behave like a variable resistor device. So in pin diode character, the forward bias in condition, this is acts as a variable resistor. The variable resistor symbol is noted in this slide. Arrow mark is indicated. Resistor is variable from one value to another values. Now coming to another connections, that is acts as a reverse bias condition. When the reverse bias voltage is applied across the diode, the width of the diffusion layer is increases. What is reverse bias condition? When a negative terminal of the battery is connected to the P, and the positive terminal of the battery is directly connecting to the N, that is called reverse bias conditions. The depletion layer is increased until the entire charge carriers of the intrinsic swept away from it. Then the diagram is explained the forward reverse bias conditions. So the reverse bias condition, the pin diode acts as a variable capacitor because of due to reverse bias condition between the I region and N region, depletion layer is gradually increases. So then that is acts as a variable capacitor. Variable capacitor symbol or indicated arrow mark is varying the capacitance values from one value to another values. So the P and N region are acts as a positive or negative charges. So the intrinsic region is acts as a insulators between the two regions. This is the principle of forward biasing, reverse bias conditions of the pin diode. What are the applications of the pin diode? High voltage rectifier. It is acts as a high voltage rectifier, and radio frequency switch. It is acts as a switch as radio frequency purpose, and it is used to photo detector, and it is used to RF photon circuit also. These are some applications of the pin diode. Thank you.